Hi beautiful people, this video is about what is the difference between strategy formulation and strategy implementation. Do you ever wonder why brilliant strategies that we can all get excited about fall apart in the delivery? If you have, this video is designed to illuminate what's the critical and often misunderstood and rarely seen distinction between strategy formulation and strategy implementation. So it's not a semantics issue, it's actually the heart of why execution breaks down, and even in the most visionary organizations. Hi, I'm Jennifer Kenny. I'm the best-selling author of The Innovation Mindset and the award-winning author of 100% Capacity. I work with global execution teams to help them deliver strategy and deliver projects more effectively, and I work with them in highly complex technical environments where execution capability and delivery is absolutely key. Strategy formulation is the what and the why. So it's about setting direction, it's about choosing priorities, and it's about allocating resources at the highest level. It lives in what I refer to as the visible layer, which is strategic plans, goals and frameworks, KPIs, org charts, OKRs, and boardroom decisions. And there's a big trap in here, because what we know about and what we understand as visible is only a tiny part of what really happens inside organizations. By falling into this trap and thinking that we can build a strategy which has a direction and priorities and resources assigned to it, and that through org charts and OKRs or KPIs and meetings and project plans we can roll that out and execute on it, we're missing something really important, which is the best strategy means absolutely nothing without the right delivery mechanisms. So we're going to talk about strategy implementation or project delivery, and we're going to talk about the how and the who, not the what and the why, the how and the who. Implementation is really about turning a vision into coordinated action, defining ownership and expectations, and managing trade-offs and maintaining momentum and sustainability of your delivery, which is mostly your project. This doesn't happen in the visible layer. This happens in what is currently an invisible layer. The how and the who of work, how work gets done, really falls down to the individuals who are working to deliver on your strategy, working to deliver on your project, working to deliver on your new product launch. I refer to this as the execution layer. It's really where, excuse the expression, shit gets done. And so as we start thinking about this, think about it as the layer where human beings coordinate to get work done together. Your strategy can be the best strategy on the planet, but if the human beings in your organization cannot organize themselves and orchestrate their work together in a way that it gets delivered on and the work gets executed on, your strategy isn't going to count for anything. The execution layer is the layer where the real work gets done, where conversations, promises, and trust operate, are the operating principles upon which people are working in. And it's not about tasks, project plans, and templates. There are many situations that I've been involved in and that I've seen with clients where people believe, the executive team believe, and the board believe, we've got a great strategy now, we just need people to execute on it. And the way that we execute is through the visible layer. We tell them what to do, we build project plans, we assign tasks to them, and we expect miracles to happen. But strategy without structured executional design, I believe, is doomed to fail. Because here's what happens is we end up with missed handoffs, almost done deliverables, so we're 80% of the way there for long periods of time. We end up with confusion around roles, and that leads to the missed handoffs and the erosion of trust. And we end up with reactive project management. So many times in organizations, we rely on the PMO and the project managers and the TPMs to somehow or other glue all of the execution together and to make it successful. And what we're doing is we're setting them up for failure. If they're working in an environment where they're trying to orchestrate 90% of the work from being able to control 10% of the process, we are setting them up to be in an environment where they are absolutely not going to be successful. When we think about reactive project management, that's what we're thinking about. People who are scrambling to try and band-aid a broken process that they don't really have full visibility or insight into. So this isn't a people problem. This isn't a people issue. This is a coordination failure. So when I talk about the execution layer, I talk about our ability to be able to design that coordination and not design it for people, but design it with people. Because executional intelligence isn't something that we can have at the high level, build an execution layer and tell everyone what to do. What we're doing is we're relying on individuals to bring their own intelligence to the table through their understanding of executional intelligence. So for example, if I'm working cross-functionally with 3 other departments and I'm working on a big project and we have a finite amount of resources and we have a deadline we need to deliver on and we have a budget that we need to adhere to, and I don't understand how work gets done, I don't have visibility into the execution layer, what I'm going to do continuously is I'm going to have missed handoffs, I'm going to have almost done deliverables, I'm going to have confusion around who does what and what the roles are, and I'm going to then try and control it and be reactive around my project management as I do it. If instead those people, say 20 or 30 people working together, have shared executional intelligence, as one of my clients put it, shared language, then we're actually able to coordinate with each other. We're able to play together as an orchestra rather than play together as a whole bunch of cacophonous instruments. When we think about execution and we think about human coordination, coordination breakdowns are at the root of 20 to 40% of project waste. Project Management Institute, the pulse of the profession, reports this. Now, many times coordination breakdowns will be confused with communication and we'll put them sort of under the same umbrella. So when we think about, oh, we're having bad communication on the team, step back and ask yourself, oh, did we bring executional intelligence to this team? Did we show them how to be able to really coordinate and orchestrate with each other? Did we build an execution layer support for what it is that they're doing? Are we giving them visibility into it through tools and technologies or through simple reporting that allow them to be able to see what's going on around them and work within that layer? So executional intelligence is really the bridging capacity between a great strategy and great outcomes, great execution and great results. Because executional intelligence, which you'll find on the web as being EXI, executional intelligence, or QX. It closes the gap between formulation and implementation. And it does that by translating abstract goals into clear promises, by designing team coordination structures, by building a culture of trust, feedback, and repair, and by embedding conditions of satisfaction, definition of done, definition of success, whatever term you want to use for that particular distinction, into every single agreement that is made for the project to be successful. So where the real work comes alive is in this execution layer, and the way it stays alive and gets successfully implemented is through this new intelligence that you choose to build in yourself and in your people. As you go about building this intelligence, this execution or executional intelligence, I have a freebie for you that I hope will help you. I have a white paper which is called Execution by Design as opposed to Execution by Wishful Thinking. And it is on my website, www.jenniferkenny.com/execution. It's also on the freebie resources on my website, and there's a link to it down below in the comments. If this way of thinking is valuable for you, introducing this new concept to you, this is one of 20 videos I'm doing on the subject. If it's helpful for you, let me know. Read the paper, let me know what you think about it. And I'm here to support you on your journey to increase your executional intelligence and hopefully at the same time increase the success of your projects and the success of your strategies. Take care, and I wish you the best of luck.